All right, San Diego State, a win over Stanford, double digits. I mean, that was a pretty impressive performance there from the Aztecs. Obviously, an easy win over St. Catherine earlier in the week. It was a tune-up game. They had a break before this Stanford matchup, and Stanford going in, I thought it was going to be a tougher matchup than it was, especially in the second half. I thought it was going to be closer, but credit to San Diego State. What a shooting night. Lamont Butler, I believe season high 16 points that he had, or 18 points he had, I believe. LeDee, 16 points. Parrish, double-digit points. 8 3-pointers from the Aztecs. Lamont was so hot from 3. Jay Powell even hit a couple threes. There was a chase down block from Lamontler. Jaedon LeDee had a block. He had a nice dunk. A lot of different contributions from guys. Even Miles Bird off the bench. It was good to see Jay Powell was okay. I think he had a broken nose, but he still played. Darion Trammell still played. That was impressive. You know, losing tonight against Stanford, that would have probably qualified as a bad loss. You never want to lose, but there's some times where it's not a terrible loss. This one probably would have fallen into the category of a bad loss, though, because this is a home game. Stanford has not even gotten into the Pac-12 schedule yet. It's not like they have a great record. And the win, I'm not saying the win, you know, this is like a great win, because I don't think it is in terms of like the metrics. But this sets up San Diego State with the possibility to be 11-2 with a win at Gonzaga, if they can get that win at Gonzaga coming up before the calendar flips over to 2024. Like, that is a huge opportunity. And even if they don't, like, this is what this win meant tonight. Let's say they lose to Gonzaga on the road. Then they have 3 losses on the year going into 2024, and the 3 losses were against tough road opponents. BYU, who was ranked shortly thereafter, Grand Canyon, who has it's obviously a very tough road environment, and then Gonzaga, who's ranked, I think, 15th in the nation, according to the AP poll, and we know it's Gonzaga, right? Like, playing at Gonzaga, that's going to have to be a really well-played game for San Diego State if they want to win that game, in my opinion. And if they win that game, then I think that they'd have to be in the conversation to be ranked. But yeah, I was impressed for sure by this performance tonight from the Aztecs. I mean, just shooting wise, it was amazing. They weren't taking any part of this game for granted, not being lackadaisical. I didn't see very much of that. End of the first half, I mean, Stanford just tries to heave one up there on the inbound pass, hits the top of the backboard. Parrish ends up passing it to Trammell. Trammell ends up getting the bucket, the couple-point advantage at halftime, and then they went on a 20-9 run. 3 after 3 after 3 is what it felt like, and again, it was just an impressive win. Sure, it was close in the first half, but San Diego State was not going to let Stanford get back in this game there in that second half with the way that started, and especially, you know, the way it finished. Never let Stanford back in it. That was impressive. Definitely impressive. So San Diego State, they still only have 2 losses on the year, and they're undefeated at home, and now they've got some time before they play at Gonzaga, before the calendar flips to 2024. So it was definitely a good night, and I think a lot of Aztecs fans are happy after tonight.